Hey guys, welcome to another Age of Wonders Planetfall unit unboxing. Today we're looking at the Syndicate Overseer. So the Overseer is a Tier 2 specialist unit, obviously in the Syndicate faction. What they do is provide both active and passive benefits to indentured units primarily that are in its army. It's a pretty vanilla unit at its core. It's biological, it's light, it's infantry. It's also psionic, I guess, which is kind of nice. But really understanding how to use the couple of support skills on these units in tactical situations when you're fighting with those indentured units by its side is what make this unit stand out. And used in large groups, the combo of Overseer and indentured units can group up and overpower higher tiered armies throughout much of the game. So let's look at the Overseer skills in a bit more detail. So Psionic Staff is its only damage dealing ability. It's 8 psionic damage, 90% accurate, 7 range, it's repeating, and affected by line of sight. So at first glance, this skill doesn't look that special, but if you understand how psionic channel damage works, you realize it's actually pretty good. So it's psionic channel damage. The advantage to it is it bypasses all armor that any of its targets have. So that's actually can be really useful in certain situations. So its first support skill that we're going to talk about is Cerebral Override. It's range 1 and 2-turn cooldown. So what this is, target indentured unit takes 5 psionic damage. It also gains stagger immunity, cannot die for 1 turn, and regains all of its action points. And it won't work on units that can't move or take actions. So this skill is excellent. It gives value both on your turn and the enemy turn. Obviously, being able to fully reset an indentured unit back to 3 action points is great because in most cases it's going to allow you to get off another set of 3 repeating attacks with its attack. And also the stagger immunity and not being able to die for a turn basically means you can put a unit in kind of a precarious situation and not have to worry about the repercussions of that. So a very good skill. The second support ability, Psi-Tech Revitalization, it's range 3, single action, and can only be used once per battle. This one's target biological or cyber unit is healed for 20 and purge of any negative status effects. So it's a great heal ability. It gives the added benefit of a status purge in case you have one of those. The Syndicate notoriously don't have much healing options early on, so this is really your primary heal that you'll come across. So just be aware of using it only once per battle. For Imposed Discipline, this is a passive you'll see on the unit card for indentured units that'll show up on armies where you have the Overseer and indentured combination. And it's just a nice 10% critical hit chance passive skill. Critical hits are excellent. They always hit. They do 50% more damage. And for repeating attacks, all the attacks in the sequence are going to be criticals, so very useful. Let's look at the Overseer's progression path. So they get decent increment to health and accuracy through the ranks. Benefits aren't super important because primarily as a support unit you're not dealing or taking a lot of damage with these units. But you get 6 health, 5 accuracy primarily through the skills, and also you'll see at prime rank you get morale. Morale's nice because it's going to give you a higher chance to do critical damage, which fits nicely with the Syndicate faction. But really you want to keep these units alive so that they're providing that benefit to the indentured units that are part of the army. So for tactical considerations, it's a pretty solid early game unit, compares nicely to a lot of the other specialty or specialist units in the game, and used in conjunction with indentured, it could be a staple of your early and middle game armies as Syndicate. I've posted this on the indentured video as well, but keep in mind when you have the unit cap of 6 units per army, as the game progresses into stronger units and abilities, the potential for not being able to rely on just this synergy eventually will come around. But meanwhile, in the meantime, you're able to effectively operate this support unit with its indentured units, and you'll be pretty much crushing the early game experience with Syndicate. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful and useful. Thanks for watching, and feel free to comment below. Thanks.